Hey, good morning. Hanging out in Wilmington this weekend, or we have been hanging out in Wilmington, North Carolina this weekend over on the coast. It's Monday morning now, so the weekend's over and we're going to be heading back to our home. So anyway, wanted to do a little walkthrough in downtown this morning before we left. Just tell you a little bit about what we experienced here in Wilmington. Wrightsville Beach was definitely a super nice place. We're able to get plenty of sun, plenty of heat, hot this weekend. So that was a good time. Downtown Wilmington is super nice. Yeah, it's a pretty clean area. A lot of nice homes in the area, historical homes, of course, historical churches, restaurants, bars, a river out front. Got to see the fireworks, and yeah, had a really good time. We definitely would come back to Wilmington and would recommend it if you're looking for a North Carolina coastal town to hang out in. So anyway, I'll bring you some of the buildings and talk a little bit about some of the good experiences we had with restaurants. For one, Prost Beer Garden, that was definitely a highlight. They have lots of bottle conditioned Belgian ales, and if you know me, that's my jam. So anyway, plenty of other options in and around town, so we'll bring that to you here in a minute. Yep, here's one of the historic churches I was telling you about, and by historic I just mean obviously been here for a long time. Nice looking, beautiful church. Hopefully it's not too noisy. We've got a 4-lane highway and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, but I guess we'll see what happens there. Basically, we've got brick streets here in some of the areas at least. We're just inside of downtown right now, and yeah, gonna take a nice walk this morning. Get out by the river and show you some of that, and then go have breakfast. Yeah, we made it out to the boardwalk along the river. This is the Cape Fear River behind me. Just kind of runs through downtown. Give you a little look of, you know, it's a river, basically brackish water affected by the tides. Definitely a nice spot, and a little breeze this morning, which is awesome because it's hot. Yeah, just want to show you a few of these buildings right off the river here. This is like a centerpiece of the boardwalk, I believe. Yeah, there's a battleship across the river that's always here. I think it's some kind of a tourist attraction, meaning I guess it's decommissioned, but anyway, if you're into that, that's an option. I don't know if you can see the battleship or not, but that's it across the river. You might consider this useless information, but it's kind of interesting. I was looking up the Cape Fear River Basin last night and happens to be a sign out here this morning that tells you a little bit about what that looks like. Yep, 9,000 square mile river basin involving the Deep River, the Hall River, Wilmington International Airport. I don't know if you can hear that plane or not, but it's pretty close to here as well. Definitely a pig trail on that one. Of the federal building, the courthouse, and one thing that I notice is most of these federal buildings in these places that I travel to are pretty nice. This seems like a large one for such a small town, and not that Wilmington's super small, but this looks like something you would see in a major city. Anyway, neither here nor there, just a nice, beautiful building. A little bit more about this federal building behind me. It used to be a customs house, so all the mariners would bring their goods in up the Cape Fear River, and this was a bit of a port town. It goes way back, 1819. Definitely, that's interesting when you start looking into the history of towns, no matter where they are, but especially on the coast like this. It's I don't know, it gives you a little bit of a window into what life might have been like here. Okay, we're over on Front Street, just going to keep doing a little bit of walking. Drift Coffee Shop and Kitchens, we're going to try breakfast over there and see what that's like. There's not a lot of stuff open yet, even though it's Monday morning. I don't know, I guess it's coming up on 9 o'clock. So here's a shot of Front Street. Sure, you can't see a lot, but you get an idea of the character of the town a little bit with some of these older buildings. Yeah, we did go out to a place called Arley Gardens on Friday. It's like a 67-acre, not an arboretum, and not a park, but anyway, just a local facility that you have to pay to get into, and I cannot think of the correct word right now. But anyway, it was nice. A lot of some lakes, seemed to be like an intercoastal waterway ran right by the edge of it. Lots of oak trees. They have concerts, so it was definitely something that was nice to check out. Gardens, they're gardens. Arley Gardens, it's in the name. Yeah, lots of really cool old buildings down here. I don't know if you can see that one good or not, but before the truck came through. All right, so last night, Mexico was playing England, and this Irish pub here across the street was rowdy. We walked by and was like, no way are we going in there. Ended up at a place called Rebellion. It's kind of a sports bar. We didn't stay long. We went back to the room and watched it in the AC and was able to just chill out. Pretty good game though. We did sit out back when we were here because inside was crowded, but definitely a really cool place to hang out. Savard Beer and Board, a place that we didn't get to go to. We'd have to spend probably at least a week here to check everything out and take it all in. We got to get back to reality. I was definitely a little surprised at how many of these really nice older colonial homes are in the area. You normally don't see so many homes that are redone and really well kept, at least in the volume that we've seen them. Anyway, another nice thing about Wilmington. All right, so that's it for our Wilmington, North Carolina trip and the beaches. It was definitely a good experience and somewhere I would be willing to come back to. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.